What's going on, everybody? It's Mario Man 2100 back again with another first impressions video, and it's time for Journey. Yeah, that's what the game is called. I'm playing the PS4 version. This was available in PlayStation Plus, I think, in 2016? I think mid-2016, but it's now mid-2017, and I still haven't played it, and I still haven't downloaded it all the way through until now. This was actually recommended by my now ex-girlfriend to play a while ago, and oh, sorry, press the wrong button. And she said this was a good game, and I know it's one of those experience games. So I know that to get through like the whole thing is just like an experience. It's more of an experience game rather than a long game. I don't think it has too much content in terms of length, I think, in a lot of ways, if you're just going straight to the goal. But it's one of those experience type games, and I haven't played Journey before. I haven't played Flower or Glow or that sort of thing from... Okay, so camera control is the... well, like 6-axis control technically from the PlayStation 3 days. Oh, and you can move the camera around with the right analog stick as well, which is good. Okay, so talking is the circle button. But yeah, I hear this game is one of those experience games, and it's really good from what I hear. So hopefully I get impressed by this game, because I want it to wow me, which I think it might be doing. There we go, there's the title screen. But yeah, it's good that it's like indie titles like this are really critically acclaimed. Because it just gives you that instance of anybody can make a game, which is good. Because I think in terms of that, it says that everybody can make a game like this, or like, say, ukulele, or things like that. And I think that's a good thing, just to, to inspire people. To say, oh yeah, you can make this a reality. So I think it's like Zelda jumping, where it's if you walk towards the edge, I think it jumps for you. I think it's auto jump. Okay, so we can jump now, which is good. So what, do we have to be close to the ribbons to jump? Oh, okay. So our objective is to get to the peak of that mountain over there with the light on the top of it, which is good. Gives you an objective right on the bat, and okay, and it might actually auto jump. No. So that's a charge up, but I don't know what for. Let's see. I'm supposed to go over there. this auto steps as well, which is good. So it's basically auto jump from the Zelda games, which is good. Okay, and line those up, stand in the, as some people would say, ATE, I think it is, or something like that, in MMOs. It's like a field of where an attack is, or something like that. Who's this? Is this our father, or is this another person, or what's the deal? So it's telling us a story on the habitats, I think. Alright, we have people like us, and then they find a shiny object, which turns into a ribbon. I assume it's a ribbon. It gives off more of a Egyptian Aztec type vibe from that, which is cool. There's another person down here. So I think this is multiplayer. You can play this with a friend if you'd like. I'm not sure if it's just offline multiplayer or you can also play it, because I know you can play online, but I'm not sure about offline multiplayer, if that's a thing in this game or not. It'd be good if it is. Just don't want the screen to split up to, take you out of that experience, but I guess it happens. I don't know. Okay, so how am I supposed to get over there? So I'm guessing you can go this way. She's supposed to get up there. Let me walk over here. So those in the background look like freeways, but they're not. Yep, I can get up that way, I can get up that way. Let's see if I can actually step up this direction. But like even the character design is very simple, but that doesn't matter in the long run, because when it comes to characters, like your main characters, they don't have to be the most detailed. They can just be a simple block and it work. Okay, so that's what, a charge? I'm not exactly sure. So we're sliding around a lot. Yeah, I got no idea where to go. I think that's a good thing, in a way, that I don't know exactly where I'm going. I have problems with that with Zelda games in general, and that's been like that for a while. That Zelda games, if I get lost in them, I don't like them as much. Like, Wind Waker did that, Twilight Princess did that, Skyward Sword did that. Oh, okay, so we find these little things and we get our ribbon goes longer in size. grows longer in size there. And thud straight into the ground. There was one up here, so let's see if we can get up there and go this way. And grab this one over here. Whee! And there's one over there. Okay, so let's go that way. we're rail grinding in Sonic the Hedgehog, only just on sand. Holy shit, that's a long way. It's still sliding. We must have that much momentum that we're just sliding, and that's our mode of transportation in this situation, which is good. It's not necessarily a bad thing if okay, let's get more power. Okay, so we got more ribbons everywhere, and it's giving us a trail, so I'm guessing we can either keep going and get the rest of them, or jump from platform to platform, I would assume, up there. Might be a bit too far, but I don't know. Doesn't look like it's too far, but it might be. We never know. So let's see if we can get more of these. So I love the camera. I do like the camera shifts. Sometimes it does look a bit odd, but it looks good in this instance because it just like it changes. You could still walk as much as you want, and the camera will shift for you. Which is a good thing. I think that's a good move from the developers. I think That Game Company, and yes, that's actually what the game company is called. That Game Company. And I don't know whether to them that was a joke for a while, and they just rolled with it, or what the deal was with that. I've got no idea. Okay, so let's see if I can get up that way. Let's see if I can use that. I'm waking up something sentient, but I don't know. So I get this the rest of the platforms. Yep. And there we go. Whee! Just me in the bottom of the screen, just like whee, going down. I like that. I do, but I do like that the camera angles do shift, but you can still move. I think that's a good design choice from the developers. because it doesn't just show you like it's like a cinematic cutscene, but it's a playable cinematic cutscene, which I think is better. Because a lot of people complain about cinematic cutscenes a lot, especially when they're not playable. So yeah, it's a good game. You're gonna show us more person? Oh, okay. I'm guessing it might be a god or deity that they worship. I don't know. And they're adding more to the parchment. Platforms. Wait, is this showing our journey? Huh, journey. Sorry. But I'm guessing it's showing the past, so it's giving us a little bit of backstory, which in a lot of ways is a good thing. That it progressively is giving us a lot of backstory as we go through the game. Like, I think that some games do benefit from that, some don't. RPGs, I think, don't really benefit from that a whole lot. I think with some of the aspects of RPGs, they do work. But if it's like a villain or something that just shows up and it's just like, oh yeah, here's the backstory, it just feels like it's padded on. Like, oh, this isn't really supposed to be the villain, but we've made them the villain anyway. And that type of move isn't really that good. But there's not much you can really do with that in terms of RPGs. Ultimately, games like this do probably benefit from that type of thing, like where the story is given to you in little chunks as you keep playing through the game. You keep exploring and that sort of thing. Like, that's the cool thing. But yeah, no, it's so that mountain is getting a little bit closer. I think this only takes like an hour or two to complete in general, I think, from what I've heard, but I wouldn't exactly know. So is this a friend or is it new? So I'm guessing it's a little friend of ours, but I wouldn't know 100% just yet. Okay, that must be the game's boundaries there. They're gonna give us another little friend. Oh, they're gonna give us multiple friends. Cute. Oh, we're gonna go this way now. got some ruins over here. No friends, what do we want to do? Oh, okay, there's some statues here. This is kind of cool. Like, I will admit, I think that she had, like, my ex-girlfriend now has played this game before, and I think for a while, she tried to get me to play it. And I was saying that, oh yeah, I'm downloading on my PS4, and I hadn't done it. Ultimately, because I'm updating everything else. But no, I'm really liking this. This is good. Like it's like a little short indie title, and I put indie in terms of like in quotations there because it's made by Santa Monica Studios, which I believe worked on the God of War series. I believe for PlayStation. Okay, so I must. Oh, okay, that's how I do it. So I gotta press circle on them to interact with the whole lot. That makes sense. That actually does make sense. So we gotta go this way. So let's go this way then. Oh no! I'm guessing we have to go this way. We have a sandstorm over this direction. Well, is there a sandstorm here? I don't know. Maybe will our little friends become platforms for us, or? Oh, there's probably stairs and stuff over here. I knew that. No, I didn't. I didn't really. Oh, thank you, platform guy. There we go. We released them all. Yay! Thank you, platform. Thank you, little friend. I'm guessing we have a puzzle aspect here. Guessing there's one that's opening. There we go. Thank you. And we go up here. And there we go. we go. Whatever that was. And we let our little friends out. Yay! And they're all communicating with one another. And then they're communicating with me. So I think I'm going to leave it there for Journey. What do I think? I think it's a cool little indie title that is definitely really good. I do like that. I can't actually pause it. I press the pause button and tap the screen. Oh, okay. There we go. It gives us a little thing. Yep. Okay. No. There we go. Yeah, okay, so obviously the touchpad is the pause button. And I think it's just going to give us camera angles now, which is good. Give you a little bit to look at. But I think the game is good. I think it controls really well. And for a small game, it looks really good. And it plays really good too, which is great. And that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing towards the game in general, because especially when it's a little title like this one, it kind of stands out. I will admit, which is great, especially if it's a smaller title, like an indie type title. If it stands out, something like Shovel Knight or in a way Ukulele, Mighty Number 9 for being bad, but yeah, those games, we know those games in general as indie titles because they're really good or they stand out. And I think Journey is definitely one of those games that definitely does that too, which is good. It makes it stand out and makes people actually play the game. And I'm happy that I finally played it. You know, I'm happy that she recommended me this game while she was my girlfriend. Unfortunately, she's not anymore, but I guess this video was kind of attributed to her in a way for actually making me play a game. Like, I got this for free and I wouldn't mind actually paying money for it, which is good, which I think is definitely a good thing about like a demo or like that sort of thing that you don't pay for. Especially, I think it's when it comes to like Kickstarter campaigns, I think work the same way. I think Shovel Knight worked the same way when its project got funded. I think the backers got the game for free with the tiers, I think, in general. And I think a game like this is good that it's free and that I've picked it up for free, but I wouldn't mind paying money for it. Like, I wouldn't mind paying money for it to get it on Steam or something like that. Like, I think that's definitely on the cards, maybe, because I just want to give back to the developers, because this game is actually pretty good, and I will play more of it when I can, but I've got so many other games to play at the same time, which is hard, because that backlog, like, fuck. But I guess I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching this first impressions video of Journey on the PlayStation 4, but I think it's on PlayStation 3, I think it might be on the Xbox, I know it's on Steam, it's not on any Nintendo platform as far as I'm aware, but it's on a few platforms now, which is good. So this is the PlayStation 4 version of Journey. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, you guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.